XM, it's the highway. We're back with Morgan Wallen. How cool was that moment for you?
That was really cool, man. I mean, I think I mentioned myself being that age and putting myself in those shoes a lot during that conversation. But it just reminded me of myself as a kid. So it was really cool.
It's a great reminder, right?
Yeah.
The innocence, the joy, the passion, all of it comes together.
Yeah, you can tell he really, really loves music, and that's what it takes, man. So you never know, we might be seeing him again someday.
You look out in that crowd, you're traveling everywhere. You're all over the place. You look out in that crowd, you see a lot of John Connors out there.
Yeah, I do, man. It's I at least every single show I try to do something to make a kid's night, whether it's just acknowledging them or signing their stuff or whatever, there's always a little kids out there, and I think that's super cool. So I just try to, make their experience a little bit more special than everyone else's.
It's so cool. It's fun to watch. I think we were in Arizona. I was watching you do that from the stage up there, and it was just, you do have a connection.
Yeah, man, I do. My fan base is really, I got anything from 2 or 3 years old to 70 years old. It's cool. I didn't know what to expect, but it's really cool how the vast diversity that's in my fan base. It's awesome.
2022 has been a bit of a whirlwind. It has been crazy on the road for you. I mean, these gigantic crowds that are showing up to every single gig. I'm on a bunch of them with you. We're doing all the Country Thunders. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to a great back half of this summer.
Me too.
What's it been like? Can you just put it into words?
Man, it's been awesome. It's been really special. I think every time we get out on the weekend, I'm like, damn, that's the best weekend yet, and then next weekend I say the same thing. It just keeps getting better. My crew is really awesome. My band, I still got the same band, just added a couple more members, so I still got a really tight family vibe out on the road, so that part is really nice. I've had my family come out. My actual family come out. They just came out this past weekend.
How's Tommy doing?
He's good. Yeah, they just hung out with me in New Hampshire and New York this past weekend, so they had a real big time. But yeah, it's been a really fun year so far.
We still don't know who's more famous when it comes to family members, whether it's Tyler Rich's grandpa or your dad, Tommy Wallen.
Yeah, he's taking this highway thing for all it's worth.
Good. I don't know who's going to become a bigger star, your dad or John Connor.
I don't either. They're gonna have to battle it out.
You're traveling around with Hardy too, and you guys are brothers. I mean, about as tight as two dudes could be in this business, and to watch your meteoric rises together has got to be so much fun.
Yeah, man, I'm super proud of him. It seems like not that long ago we were talking, like he was trying to figure out if he wanted to be an artist or not, I guess it's probably been 4 or 5 years ago now. It doesn't seem long, but I'm just, I think I knew pretty much because I think he had one of his, he had played some shows and stuff like that before, but like once he really, was Hardy, his first show was with me, and he went out there, and you don't ever know what someone's going to do on stage. You don't know if they're going to be great or if they're going to suck, So I had a feeling he would be good, but after his first show, I was like, all right, he's going to be all right.
He's evolved so much just over the span of like 3 years. He's turned into the country kid rock.
No doubt. I don't know if he would like to say country kid rock, but he's definitely got a country rock thing going on that's it's unique. I haven't seen anyone even remotely doing what he's doing, so it's awesome. It works. People love it. The crowd, his shows are really awesome. I don't know. I'm gonna be sad when he doesn't open for me anymore. Yeah. But we're always gonna play shows together. But I told him he obviously he wants to go headline his own things and work on his own stuff. So it'll be a sad day, but we'll get back together.
You guys lean on each other a lot too.
No doubt. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. There's no doubt in my mind. I can say that with 100% confidence.
That's unbelievable. More with Morgan Wallen when we come back. This is The Highway. The Highway on Sirius XM. Morgan Wallen is here. That's a great sentence to say.
I'm glad to be here. I don't know the last time I was in here with y'all.
Over a year and a half.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been at least over a year and a half.
Yeah. Last time I was in this building was for my shows, but it's been a long time since I was in here with y'all. So
man, I've missed you.
I miss you too, man. I always have a good time in here.
The neat thing is, over the past year and a half, you and I have stayed in pretty much constant contact.
Yeah.
Much to the dismay of a lot of people.
Probably so, yeah.
A lot of people are like, there's no way you guys are talking. Yes, we're friends.
Yes, we are, man.
I texted you February 10th. I just looked back at my phone, February 10th, and we had a really awesome exchange.
Yeah, we always have, man. I've always appreciated your friendship and your conversation, so that ain't no different now.
No, it's never changed to us. No, which is so cool. I'm just glad to get that out there.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
How big is the word gratitude in your life right now?
It's real big, man. I got a lot of great things going on. You know, I think I'm happy as I've ever been. I can honestly say that. And I don't know obviously I've had a lot of success, which, you know, doesn't hurt when it comes to that. But I don't know. I'm just in a really good place mentally. I got my little boy. I got my family. I don't know, man. Everything is really good for me right now. So gratitude is at the top of my vocabulary.
I think you could sum it up best. We don't have to keep going around in circles about it, but I think you summed it up beautifully on the ACM Awards when you won for Album of the Year. That analogy that you said, saying, hey, last year I was a boy, now I'm a father and a man, and a lot has changed.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that speech I gave there was from my heart. It was true. I think I wrote it that morning and just kind of let whatever I felt come out, you know, pretty fresh. But yeah, it's definitely true. A lot of people around me are like, man, you know, you're a lot different than you were even a year ago or whatever, you know, and it's just, I'm glad to hear that because that's something that it's not an accident, you know. Sure. I've worked on it, I've tried, and I'm glad to see some of the fruits of my labor come to pass.
And as your friend, I've watched you from the first time we met at ACMs in Vegas. You came in after a nice little run.
You can say that. For sure.
A few-day run.
Yeah.
And it came in, and that was our very first meeting and our first interview. Yeah. And I was like, man, this guy's going to be a very interesting thing to watch. I didn't know how right I was.
You definitely, if you said interesting, that was definitely, I think that was a tame way of putting it.
I mean, you were giving John Connor the advice. It's like, keep your head on straight.
Yeah. I think it's good to, obviously if you got a wild spirit, then you got to follow that. But,
sure.
You know, there's keep it in check, you know.
I was going to actually bring that up because, I mean, I've got a little bit of a wild spirit myself, and we've had wild spirits together.
Yeah.
Many wild spirits together. And but it is keeping the head screwed on straight. It's like you can't ignore that wild side because it can actually do more damage than good.
Yeah, Eric Church actually said it pretty good. He said to keep it, you know, some people say keep it within the lines. He said keep it within the buoys. So I thought that was pretty good.
It's true. It's 100% true. You got to have those guiding rockets on either side keeping you straight. Yeah. Speaking of Eric, you guys became buddies over the past year and a half.
Yeah, we have, man. We've become pretty close. You know, we've taken some trips together, got to know him, his family, and we talk weekly, and just it's still kind of weird for me to say, you know. It was at first. It's not really anymore. He really is just like my buddy now, you know. But obviously, anyone who knows me knows how much of a fan I am of his. So it's been really cool. It's a special friendship for me.
You had a lot of people reaching out to you, wanted to just touch you and say, hey, we got you. We'll get you through this. And I mean, those are friendships you'll have forever.
Yeah, man. Those are things that you don't forget, you know. It's easy to be a friend when it's the cool thing to do. So I definitely have a select number of people that I really appreciate that, you know, that during my whole last couple of years.
Yeah, and you don't have to give me the laundry list. There's been a lot of important people.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's definitely a long list, but as far as artists goes, you know, they know who they are.
That's awesome. Morgan Wallen, more when we come back. This is The Highway. The Highway on Sirius XM. Morgan Wallen is here, and we're going to keep him here for a little bit because I've missed you.
I miss you too, man. I'm enjoying this.
No, me too. Dangerous, Album of the Year. You watched that thing just take off when you couldn't do really anything about it, but your fans did.
Yeah, my fans, man, they've stepped up. They continue to step up. I think it's still in the top 5 overall of artists, you know, of albums selling right now. I mean, it's just wild. You know, you expect at least one of these weeks you're like, all right, maybe it'll go away.
It runs over. Yeah.
It just keeps happening. So it's been really fun to be a part of. You know, I've always, from the day that we released it, I thought it was a special album, but you just never really, you don't set your sights on something like this because, you know, you're setting yourself up for failure, you would think.
Yeah.
So, it's just been really special project to be a part of, man.
You see that John Connor's career has taken off on TikTok. How much would you give social media credit for the launch of this record?
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it some credit for sure. I don't know. I have not looked at like the metrics or anything like that, but it's definitely played a part, obviously. I get people, my friends or whoever, sending me videos, whether it's TikTok or whatever, of something to do with me all the time. So luckily it's mostly good things now. So I don't have to have anxiety when my friends send me a video.
So true. I mean, mentally, you're in a great spot right now. How dark did it get?
It got pretty dark for sure. I feel like I'm a pretty resilient person, and I'm a pretty happy person in general, but that was definitely a really difficult time, but we tried to keep our, my sights set on better things, and I feel like if we did just stay true to who I knew I really was, that we would come out all right.
And learn some lessons along the way.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, there was definitely a few of them that's been learned, and hell, man, I'm still trying to learn everything I can.
You got a long way to go.
No doubt.
I've not even come close to learning them all.
Yeah. Well, I don't think any of us ever will, and that's part of what I love about life, and that's what I love about anything like golf, for example. That's why I love golf. I can't figure it out. That's why I love it so much. So
that's exactly why I don't play.
Well, that's why I don't play as much as I probably could.
So,
but I do love it.
Congratulations, Wasted on You, #1 song in the country.
Yeah, thank you.
And more to come. You have so much more that we haven't even tapped into on Dangerous, and I guarantee you have a collection that we haven't even thought of yet.
Yeah, I got plenty coming.
Really? How's the music changed?
Well, honestly, I've mostly just been writing and getting songs together. I haven't really recorded a whole lot of them yet. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you that yet.
We're still working dangerous.
Yeah.
Man, is Quitting Time coming out?
No, I don't think it will be a single, but I do love that song.
It's so good.
It's hard. I don't know how to pick, man.
Let other people do that for you.
It's really hard. I mean, I have some personal favorites, and Wasted on You is one of my personal favorites. So I'm really glad that I got a chance to let one of my favorites become a hit, or a radio single. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see.
So Quitting Time. Speaking of Eric Church, Eric Church writes that song. How did it land in your lap?
Yeah, Luke Laird, actually, him and Luke wrote it, and me and Luke have written some songs together, and Luke just showed me a couple. He knows how big of a fan I am of Eric, and he showed me a couple of songs, and he showed me Quitting Time, and I was like, can I have that? And he said, I don't know, let me ask Eric. And he asked Eric, and Eric was like, yeah. So it was just that simple. And me and Eric weren't really even friends at that time.
Yeah.
We had spoken a couple times, but not really anything, just hey or whatever. But I think that me doing that helped us, gather a friendship.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a good one to have. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen, this has been a blast.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
It's not going to be another year and a half till I see you again, is it?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Well, actually, I'm seeing you all summer long.
Oh, yeah, but in here,
yeah.
No, I'll come back.
Your chairs will be kept warm for you here.
All right.
I mean, hey, you started here.
I did, man. It's been, I guess, 6 years ago, something like that. Yeah, you guys have always taken good care of me. Appreciate it.
And we'll continue to do so and take care of us.
Yes, sir.
You got it. It's Morgan Wallen. Thanks for taking care of John Connor.
Yeah. See you, John Connor.
XM, it's the highway. We're back with Morgan Wallen.